Tusk a couple of days ago, and I was like, if Malorine is not playing a Tusk in the mid lane, no one is. Well, I was wrong, and Mobe is going to be doing it, and
laning stage underway, an elimination game between AVULUS and OG. Best of 3, only one will continue into the top 4. And the road from the lower bracket would be to win this series and go onward from there. Desire will get AVULUS on the board first. Kidaro getting caught in the jungle. Yep, everything's going according to plan. Shibe Sunstrike connects onto Desire. Shad's trying to get in position for a side blade, but Shibe throws in the Malefice, interrupts him. Daze TP's in. Desire may be falling here. OG looking for their first kill, and it should go for Shad. He's picked that one up, and now maybe onto Shibe too, but they're very limited on resources. Kidaro has to pop the Lotus to heal himself up, but they clean the Dolans out of the way, get a bit of extra gold. Shibe could still find a kill with that Malefice. You gotta watch out for him, but there's so much stuff being thrown in him, and Shad's positioning is perfect here. OG will find 2 kills, the supports will live. Meanwhile, bottom Mixa, being left alone, has no chance against Smiling Knight, and that's the first Metamorph being popped in the bottom lane, leading into a kill for AVULUS. And now into mid too, you do have Stormer stuck, as Mobe and Desire will pick that one up. So and also both supports and the enemy mid laner just camping that mid area. And as you can see, Mobe and Desire working behind enemy lines to take down Daze to find another kill for AVULUS. And now closing towards the bottom lane, there is at least Kidaro, but he's got no escape act leveled up yet. Mars is level 4. He's pretty defenseless here. Is there any TP coming in to help him out? They've got all TPs open. Escape Act comes in. Here comes the TP from the Wind Ranger. This could backfire for AVULUS if they stick around for too long and they don't close out the kill on this Mixa Mars early enough. They should maybe get... He's still surviving. He's got a spear available, but he misses. It does not connect. He gives up on his life. Sunstrike. Desire just turns around before it connects.
A long stun to connect, or you need to be amazing with the skill shots. Both very hard to do at the moment.
Invo's TPing top. They want to make a defensive play here. Black Hole comes up from Shibe, but Daze is there to cancel it. And Enigma will go down. Shad will live. Can Stormer keep Shad alive for long enough? Because Smiling Knight also made it here and fly and stuck inside the ice path. Doesn't look like there's going to be a Sunstrike available just quite yet. Stormer taking mean punches, and Mobe cuts his escape. Amplified damage. Walrus punch. Good night.
Oh. These 5 heroes of OG, they come together. The TA doesn't farm. It is a disaster.
Yeah, they just tear him a new one. Kidaro, the amplified damage is about to run out on the Tusk, but this is not friendly territory, Mobe. OG ready for it this time, and they're catching up with that speed. Yeah. They're coming into gank Stormer, though. Smoke's coming in already. Desire and Mobe coming straight towards Stormer. Smiling Knight's around. He's holding that reflection. He's not going to force it out. And there's the surprise attack right behind the corner. Doesn't look like anyone's coming in on time. There's the TP reaction. Mars is coming in. They might be able to get some kills even if Stormer dies. But Mars cancels his TP, and Kidaro went through with it. Bad game.
And Mixa is coming.
The fight.
He's got him.
He's got the angle, just needs to connect the spear now. Here we go. Malefice flies through, but Mixa does get the spear off, and Shibe Sunstruck. And Mixa to clean this one up.
Important that OG are able to make these plays, and
quite happy with what's going on. Even if Stormer is playing from behind, Shad is still off to a great game. As I say that, he can't afford to die, but that's unfortunately going to be the truth here. Well, I'll take my words back. Maybe OG's not feeling that great now. Losing around the map, and OG's the one playing responsive, but they don't just respond to the immediate fight. They start to think about plan B. Can we make a separate play happen at the same time as Mixa is getting jumped on to increase the stake.com ads here for AVULUS at 132. Mixa will fall, and the T1 tower targeted. They've also caught Kidaro in the back. That's going to be a second kill. Desire grabs him, gets the wards down. They secure a kill. Kidaro instantly pings out. They probably got a ward around here. Hey, I might even get myself a Crystallis. He does finish the Manta instead because, you know, Manta Scotty was, for such a long time, the staple. They will get the jump out here, but the reaction comes out from OG. They've got Desire locked in. That's a kill from Mixa. Mobe is low. Sunstrike does connect on him. So AVULUS will have to back out, even with the Blink Enigma and the Black.
Needs to be amazing, and they still are waiting for this TA. Nope, Shad bought a shard. He knows he has to join with the team.
But But the thing is as well, like when you mentioned spellcasting has some big spicy meatballs. But it might need Shad to also step up when Stormstormer's got the lock. And Mobe jumping in here, but they're not targeting him. They want the Terrorblade instead. And there we go. Stormstormer claims the killing spree off of the Terrorblade. Mixa getting chased by Mobe's Snowball. Malefice flies in, but Mars is a tanky boy. But Stormstormer's got no mana either. This is a rough one. Black Hole connects onto the Mars, and there's Shad to help out. Mobe might be the one to die instead. Aegis goes out. Stormstormer gets a bit of distance to get away.
Can they kill
down
Mobe
the Necrofire. Bit of burn coming out. Shad
has a blink.
Melded up. He's ready for the big poke here. Here comes Shibe. Blink stun on Shad. Daze is dropping low. Shad is still feeling pretty okay, and Mobe almost dies. He had 9 stacks of Melting Strike, so his armor went down by 12, but now they could use some help on Shad here. Mobe, Sunstrike, dodge with the Snowball! What a timing! And the Power Shot misses! But Kitaro will take him down with the Tame the Beasts, but they've lost their carry, and OG, they'll have to suffice with scraps for now. Big kills there for Avulus, trading off the Aegis. But man, did they make them work for that Tusk kill. Really good read as well from Desire. The Cataclysm, enemy carry gone.
I think, they did catch Kidero. Desire
That's a very aggressive, like he's not even thinking about the ward placement here. He'll just drop it. Kitaro seems like he might get away. Desire on the chase. Blood grenade! Oh no!
Should be enough.
Oh no! Is he gonna get the TP out in time? Yeah, he's actually
fine.
gonna live throughout the dot. It's not gonna do enough damage. Daze will drop as the backup arrives from Avulus, but Kitaro. They've actually been able to kill all of the cores around the map. They've just been farming really well, as Desire going to get hit by the Sunstrike, has the foul play up, but he will fall, and Shibe to follow suit. The Wheel of Wonder is on point by Kitaro. But that's 2 ultis used. Shad's going to walk into Mobe in a moment. Mobe's already popped that smoke. They find the Wind Ranger, and Daze is running it off. Doesn't quite get the shackle shot to connect on the big cores. If the rest of... Oh, no. Mixa's got no TP in for 10 seconds. They might just die here. Mixa's in huge trouble. 6 seconds left. Can he hide in the trees? Kitaro's going to be there to back him up. They saw the Ringmaster leap away. Kitaro, can he get the TP of 2? 1. Oh, close to comfort. Mixa's also out.
Scary enough that you don't want to be putting yourself on the opponent's side of the map. Only the Terrorblade doing so in a position where he's kind of safe.
Kitaro pulls them in. The dusts are coming out. Desire is engaging with the Macropire. No second chances taken on this Ringmaster. And with the escape back might be enough. The TB loses there. They have to run him, and here comes Mobe. Snipes him. And that haste is active. Meeks is spotted.
To die in a 3 versus 5 scenario, you lose 100%. So you that's why Avulus.
Oh, they see Mixa. He's under a ward. He goes for the D ward, but he gets caught. But they back out at the same time. There's the BKB coming out, and Smiling Knight gets his own off as well. The spear will not connect, and now he's onto Daze. He wants to poke the Wind Ranger. Meeks at the TP up, but the Black Hole cancels him, and Fly catches the next one with the Ice Path. They'll grab both of them, and OG can't do anything about it. They forced out the BKB off of Smiling Knight, but because he has that, simply because he has that, they can't do anything to him. The whole stun Cataclysm combo is reliant on one stun connecting, and they can't even do that one.
Shad is waiting for
Shad setting up a trap here. The silence is out. Shibe down. The banner is keeping these creeps alive. And there we go. The kickback. Stormstormer caught. Shad hits the backline. Shibe, they want to delete the Enigma. Almost got the job done. But Stormstormer is out. And this is going to look really, really rough now. Enigma walking in, hiding in the trees, waiting for his moment to strike. Shad is very cautious about him, and he tries to stick as far as possible. Mixa tries to go for as much focus as he can, but Kitaro is going to go down, and Mixa should follow suit. Desire catches him with the shackles.
Oh, Stormstormer caught just a second before the Mars is going in. That could have been...
Stormer, just like the ground. Mobe comes in with a kick as well. Stormstormer going to be sent all the way down into the low ground, and again it works out. They will get Desire, but still with no Invoker, a huge source of their burst will be gone. Daze, there's the oh, look at Shibe, huge black hole. Catches Shad, the target they wanted to find. Even if they won't kill him, they'll get Kitaro in the process. And Daze gonna get hit by it, but there's a kickback. They got Shad anyway. Mobe getting everything done here, and Avulus are cleaning up OG. They're wiping the floor with them right now. And oh my goodness, if a mid-tusk has ever looked great, this certainly is one for hell of a performance. Mobe finds another one, kicks Kidaro back, gets another with his punch, throws him in the air, and the true Mike Tyson is here. GG. AVULUS take the lead.
That was very nicely played by Mobe. I'm impressed with how he played the Tusk. I still think this could have been even cleaner for AVULUS, but still a very solid performance from them. Ever since they took that mid lane tower, they're very smart, right? Because if you look at AVULUS, all of their damage is AoE, right? So the run buff will be making a huge difference. And if it is a long enough fight, the Iron Shell, but there's no doubt about that. But considering how it went in the previous one, Shad is gonna be super happy.
Yeah.
And
a lot of Iron Shell damage up in the top lane. Huge damage reflected. Mixa's got no creep wave around him, so the Rocket Barrage almost takes him down. And Daze might just be the first blood here, because there's nothing to share the Rocket Barrage damage with, and he is down. And Mixa will be back in right to his tower.
We might see him go for more if they continue dominating this lane. Daze is in an uncomfortable spot.
Yeah, it doesn't get the jump out. Nothing to jump to either. Kind of reached a point on this Enigma where he can just stick around solo in the lane. But we see the Kunkka rotation on Smiling Knight. Daze is taking a huge chunk, but does the gyro die first? I think he should, with the silence coming out from Daze.
Afterburner.
As they will get him down. Smiling Knight is out. They will focus down the Riki, but the escape act comes into play. Out of AVULUS when it comes to the first 10.
And also, while that was happening, the Slark was going for his little de-warding mission. That's why he was so confident. Yeah, doing good with the wards.
Yeah, doing good with the wards and his moves in general. But though he might die here in the river, getting a bit of regen out, but Stormer will grab him. Daze somehow gets the kill off of that one. I'm surprised how.
It's a big
Shad down and bottom. Oh dear. And it's in front of a tier 2 tower. Nobody's coming in to help out. The black hole's there. Shad will go down. Great grab from Fly on the side in the river, and Shibe ready to jump him.
Stormer is on the other side of the map, already hunting.
Doesn't look like there's anyone to catch. Desire is too far away. Slark was giving them vision. They do catch the gyro, but gyro does a ton onto Daze, and he's not in the silence just quite yet to jump out. Stormer, and Kidaro gets this one. Come on! They just won't give anything to Stormer. Oh, big kill. Kunkka's topping net worth. Maybe now he gets one? No, not enough. Desire lives with 60.
The Kunkka is not going to be able to protect you if this tower falls, and it seems that the Enigma will make sure of it.
One thing AVULUS has to be cautious of is not give too many deaths away with this gyrocopter, because what they want is for him to activate early on, and if they can get this Mixa kill would be huge, but they're going to lose Desire first instead. Mixa then traded after. Daze has his mobility to run away, and even Mobe makes his move to the top lane. Bit of a missed rotation by the Sand King. Mixa, in a game like this, he is not going to be as flashy as a Mars. He can, if he gets ahead, but now that he isn't, it's going to be a whole different story. Stormer going to need some backup. AVULUS playing a very nice aggressive game here. 4 versus 3 right now. Escape back from Kidaro, buys a bit of time. The Wheel of Wonder slows them down, but Stormer cannot live long enough. Daze with Kidaro help to take down Desire. And even Smiling Knight is now brought in here, and Daze hunted in the trees, tries to juke the Rocket Barrage as much as possible, but it's going to be a pretty hopeless escape for him. All of his spells on cooldown.
Speaking of Shad.
Vision Vise, indeed. Shad. And the Wheel of Wonder, it's actually going to catch the Shaman here, because he's pointing straight into it. So Kidaro saves his life. Mixa coming in, gets hexed up before he got the vacuum. It's only a level 1 vacuum, so that's really a pretty, let's be honest, a pretty bad spell for now. You need a lot more levels on the dark side. Mobe looking to cut him off here with the epicenter pop. They cannot find him in time, though. Good movement from Mixa, but AVULUS are 4 heroes under the tower. Shad shows up finally, but he can't find a target to hit. Stormer with Mixa get the split kill. Black Hole used by Shibe. Shad coming into range with an L strike. They'll take him down. The Riki surviving. AVULUS will lose another. Desire will die. And the Dolans ain't gonna do enough. Daze will live throughout this. And Stormer finally finds his first kill. Same story for Shad. Playmaker into the mid game, into the mid game stage for OG. AVULUS, they might just continue playing aggressive, but instead they're the ones being jumped on. Smiling Knight going for the TP out. And the Tame the Beast comes out from Kidaro, who'll cancel it. Nice zoning Wheel of Wonder also placed out, just in case if somebody else were to show up. That's a big kill for OG. And that net worth lead is now gone that AVULUS was building off of from the laning stage.
Very important. The Gyro was having
They spot
such a
the
great
Enigma.
time. They got him on a trap.
Can they get him? Stormer is in range for the X mark. Just needs to get him. There we go. Nice trap vision applied by Shad. They'll see where he goes. Shibe caught. Stun connects. There's the nukes. Oh, I think it's also a very respectable position to stay neutral on this. See what OG and AVULUS are going to be doing in the next few minutes. They spot Shibe in mid. Stormer's nearby. There's the slows being placed down. Is it enough for the X mark? Yes, it is. Link Strike gives that 0.1 second gap to be closed out, but Mobe's coming in. Black Hole gets used, but there's the pipe from Mixa, so they soak that entirely. Mobe down. Shad also finds a kill. These are the heroes you need the kills on if you're OG, but AVULUS, ooh. I don't still here with the Gyro, but he is now behind OG, who are power spiking. Desire, very valuable effort. Trying to go for the Aegis steal. Course of this series, AVULUS like to close things out here. They are all shown with that smoke popping, and they target Kedaro, who is not directly dying. He'll die in a moment here. Or will he even? The Black Hole comes out onto Mixa. AVULUS have a good fight out of their hands. Mixa is out, and Kedaro might just die too.
How is he still alive?
OG was not quite ready for this engagement. Kedaro lives with the rum buff. That hangover. Lucky he's got a hangover instead of going into the grave. And here's the turn from Shad. Nice melt strike. Snipe on Mobe. Gets him. And onto Fly they go. And Desire dying to the meld. Oh, look at that. Shad with a triple. Smiling Knight recognizes this fight's over. And it was a bit of a blunder, too. I mean, it started off great for AVULUS.
The answer might just be no, especially now with a 10k gold lead. This puts you in a very uncomfortable spot.
While Sand King found Mobe, taking in the hurt from Daze, Stormer, and Mixa. Ricky will take the claim on this kill. The epicenter, they saw a glimpse of the Sand King, but they spot the Gyro still farming. Mobe is moving away, so now Gyro's alone. AVULUS are making mistake after mistake. I'm not sure why they're playing this close to the danger zone. Fly gets a solo kill off of Daze. Meanwhile, support battle on the other side of the map. Just a straight up.
Don't put yourself inside of a box and think that you cannot play something out of it. If it's a good Kunkka game, just go for it.
Yeah, make me sounds a bit like a ringmaster to me right now, but they're gonna have to use epicenters here on the support. Ricky, Fly, and Daze are just on each other's right like the whole time down that bottom lane. While Mixa and Stormer, two cores versus a Slark support.
Tier 1 and potentially getting even more. It was a solid opportunity.
And now Mobe caught in the river. Dangerous position to be in. AVULUS probably not ready to help out Mobe. Gets away with the Burrow Strike, but is he out of it? Depth Shroud is placed down too. He's sitting inside it. Dodges at least the torrent, but he's running in circles only towards his own death. And there's the spotlight applied. Mobe out for 50 seconds.
See if they dive, I think it's better off just to poke here.
Oh, and Enigma just gets 3 shots. Shad with the godlike spree now.
He was dead. 850 HP was left. It is 900.
The fake smoke. The fake smoke. They left the base, they smoked up, they come back in, they hope to lock in the gyrocopter. Now Smiling Knight needs to turn around and fight, but Huge gets coming in. Shibe, Blink is on cooldown. Can he find an angle for the Black Hole? No, he cannot. Their carry is down. 70 seconds out for the gyrocopter. Shad still at action. Shibe landing the Black Hole here, catches 2, but there's the cancel. Mixa with the vacuum, and GG is called. We are going to a game number 3. OG strikes back.
And the precision, it was on point in this game, and it all comes down to Stormer. I told you.
You did?
He is gonna be crushing the game, and we are going into game 3, and really with
Bristle versus Kunkka mid with the Snot Rocket. I wonder if he wants to keep that one instead of going Seeing Red.
I think so, right? You've got it.
Pretty costly for Mobe to try to just force out this Kunkka. I mean, you have to do it early, sure. But at the same time, I feel like maybe Mobe just, you know, overstepped a little bit here. But Shat is the one to bring in the first blood here. Takes down Desire just moments before Jibe finishes off Kidaro.
Stormer he's feeling the wrath.
Yeah, rough laning stage in terms of
Rotation
CS
from
for
Daze.
OG, but bringing in Daze here for the 3-on-1 against Jibe. Nothing Desire can do to help him out.
The right click part of it, but it will be another thing that adds the layers of damage.
Yeah, a possibility for that. I could see a world where that happens. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, Kunkka both flying in, and a lot of assistance brought in by OG and Mobe. He's too deep as a Bristleback. And that's kind of weird to say, because Bristleback players are always too deep.
Yeah,
but this one,
maybe
that is what's going to happen here. Yeah, he's bringing in the Midas recipe already, so sub 8 minutes. He has it ready. Jibe is getting closed in. Stormer made his rotation to the bottom lane. Jibe trying to teleport through the gate, but there was little hope for him to run away. Meanwhile, Mixa and the rest of the boys, they make 2 plays happen. 2 kills credited for OG. The Beasts does not connect on time, so no TP cancel. Now Mobe does follow the Night Stalker all the way to the top lane and wants to engage by himself. It's him versus the world. Desire's coming in. Silences are thrown out, and Bristleback is taking a ton of damage, but there's the Stampede, and now with Fly, they can turn things around. There's the first kill. Here comes the second one. Smiling Knight's coming in, and that will credit them the kills. OG decided to fight the Bristleback instead of fully retreating, and it will cost the scoreline for OG. Medusa on top of Networth. Kind of, yeah. I mean, they read him coming in. Boat buff given, plus the Admiral's Rum, but just too many slows to work with. He's got a Fairy Fire that could keep him alive a bit longer, but no, Mobe does get some spikes to connect, and he'll kill the Kunkka. Brilliant. Just a really good move from AVULUS here. Bring in things much more even here with Stake.com, 182 to 188. And maybe that shifts now with Mixa getting caught. They force the TPs into mid, so Bats alone. And that's how AVULUS gameplay works.
Beautiful. And you always have to respond,
Others
right?
will try to protect his good game, and then we can use that bait to set up an ambush elsewhere. And as you can see, now the Medusa's being targeted. But that's a different type of a raid boss, but he's stuck inside the wards, and he won't be able to get out there. Like for a moment, he got pushed out of it, but he was still stuck in. And Daze is now going to get hunted as well with the Stampede by Jibe. And here comes the rest of AVULUS to get another kill and maybe even open up that tower, because it's only got a 700 HP remaining. Again, puts OG in a position of, well, we suffered a couple losses now. How much is that going to hurt our mental side? Because again, it's Shat getting jumped on, and every time they send people to help, it never works out. So this time they're just going to leave Shat for the Wolves. They'll drop the Stone Gaze, trying to make a run for it. And that's him TPing into the tower, so he's not going to make it out alive. He's trying to dodge the Psionic Trap on the side. He doesn't get hit by it. And now the turn, because he took such a long route. There's a chance to hit the backline for OG. They got the Centaur flown into the air. Still battling the Medusa. Bristleback is about to die. Does have 400 HP remaining, but the top... Oh my god, I can't even say anything. The dots are ticking. Daze is down, though. Jibe is also very low on HP. Desire salved up and returns to the fray. Mixa down. Fly is there with a double. Kidaro taken out. They only got the Centaur, and now Shad, they can get back to the original mission. The original mission to be completed here. Double minuses. Oh... That is a massive, you know what, Mobe trying to poke Stormer again. Nice roots coming out. Daze has already respawned. Smiling Knight out of position momentarily, but AVULUS are holding the front. They're holding the line. Now the initiate on Daze. Wheel of Wonder zones them out, and Stormer's got nothing left. They try to break the TA again. Here comes another TP from the Jakiro. It's a long 5-second teleport, and he won't maybe he just doesn't get there in time, and no, he will not. AVULUS gets away with murder.
He will need.
I don't know what's up with that, but
continues.
They're still not out of this one. Kidaro dead again. Mixa dead too. Shat running away with Stone Gaze. This is a repeat of what just happened a moment ago.
Trap.
Fly. He's got the mana. He's got the shackles. Grabs him by the ankles. And they will take out Shad. AVULUS on an absolute steamroll.
OG continued to fight there in the bottom lane where AVULUS are set up. Usually when you're set up like that, there's going to be a ton of... I know it's super early, but I think AVULUS buys a gem here and they won. Mixa.
Dark Ascension popped as they know that they're being pressured. Fly just finds a solo kill on him, and the trap actually takes the last tick. So from the other side of the world, TA finds a kill. And Fly gets away with the Stampede, and now Mobe is pressuring Daze. And this is the downside. You were talking about it, how good Bristleback can be versus a Night Stalker. He's only got like maybe 5 seconds. He's got like 5 seconds. The Wheel of Wonder Desire. Lovely. Just lovely.
After being one of them. Is there something that this guy can't do?
Targeting Jebe. Stormstormer will unleash hell with Kadaro. Take him down to to 50%. But still has the pipe. They're going to have to work a little bit more here. Look at the map. Avulus are closing in. They're coming in from multiple directions. Mobe wants to keep them engaged. Kadaro TP's out. Shad's on the run. There's no tier 2 tower here, and there's a deep ward placed down. They see Mixa. And the trap will be on point. He knows he's being followed. His blink will not come off cooldown until now.
And you go through the 20 gates, look at the vision on top if they're...
And now Stormstormer, probably not out of it. Desire, he lands the Impalement Art on the Kunkka. And Mixa gets jumped on by Mobe. He'll drop the last. He's going to try and solo the kill, but it's not going to be working. It's not going to be enough. Kunkka has his TP also gone. So he's caught by Fly and Desire. Yeah, he got the Radiance. But on the receiving end. On the receiving end, OG hasn't been able to catch a break for almost 10 minutes now. AVULUS are all over the place. 15 minutes from now. 36, 37 minutes on the clock is usually when TA is already 6 slotted, and she doesn't really get bigger than that. You've got a 25 Melt Bash talent usually being picked up. I don't know if OG can hold that long. Looking at how the current pace of things are, AVULUS are taking full advantage of their power spike and utilizing it perfectly. Mixa's going to be another one found by AVULUS. It's almost art, but it's not beautiful art. It's because OG just don't have tools to fight back. If OG did have that, Shibe with a nice 2-man blink stun. Shad does get the Stone Gaze off though, despite that.
They have a Stampede.
They're just going to chase with the Stampede. Yeah, movement speed on movement speed. Mobe feels like he's going to go all the way. He's got a Glimmer Cape too, so even if he gets hit by the Snake or some other spells, he's going to be okay. And that's the Shad. Medusa caught. Daze is trying to keep him free. He knows that that Medusa is their lifeline in this game, so Daze will give his life for it. It's a sacrifice. It's a sacrifice that they must take and must give. Died once? That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I'll allow the talks about Fly. No problem, Panda. He is doing a really good job. He even played in the previous game. He got a couple of kills where you really shouldn't be able to, so he knows the inside.
Stormer again in harm's way. You got the long duration shackles, 4.2 seconds being held on your ankles.
Let one go.
Now the deep vision is gone from AVULUS though, so they're kind of sitting and guessing, but Shad is actually under another ward. So not really sitting and guessing if the enemy decides to show himself like that. Tries to TP out, but Fly is there for the cancel. Shackled up. And an important kill for AVULUS. The level 18 Medusa will drop. Tormentor is up. That's another shard. This game's been going. Stormstormer's being chased here. I do want to bring up the topic in just a moment. Let's see if they can catch him. Desire's nearby. Stormstormer dodges the Impalement Art, but gets caught by the Rod. His escape might just be cut down. He's trying his absolute hardest. Try and survive here, but there's no way out for him. That's another kill for AVULUS. I want to talk to you, Harry, about this, the Batrider 3 and the Night Stalker 4. Could it have been different if they swapped around? Based on how this game has been going in the early game, could it have changed things?
I don't think so.
The laning stage could have been slightly different. The level 6 is most especially. They found the TA. There's a chance to blow up the Aegis. It's a good call. They go for it. And also Mixa gets the lasso out onto Fly. AVULUS will get their TA back into action though, but Kidaro's already set the Ice Path on Smiling Knight, and he's just not getting any damage out. Meanwhile, Shad has had the free time to hit the Centaur. They need to get the big Aura Carrier out of the way. Desire will take down Mixa. and Shat is down to half mana. Shibe still lives with 1500 HP. They know the Bristle's going to be a really impossible one right now, but they're going all in. OG, they need to win this one now with Jakiro and Batrider buying back. Shibe is finally going down, so they got the kill. Smiling Knight cannot fight versus Shat. He has to back away. Mobe is going to be backing him up. Daze with the blinks right on top of Smiling Knight, but he can't break the refraction all by himself, so TA just blinks away. 2 kills for OG, but also kill the Centaur again. Some guard, pipe, blade mail. Chasing Fly. Fly has already placed down the wards down to the ground too, but yeah, he's got that BKB. He's soaking everybody and getting the Stampede and almost dies as well. Does he have a dot on him? No, he doesn't. He's going to live with the foul play. The shard keeps him alive. There was a damage instance on top of him, but because of the shard, the invulnerability will keep him alive a bit longer, but Daze will get the snipe on him. Daze doesn't feel like he's going to find a way out of this one, though. Shibe locks him down. Desire helps him with the Wheel of Wonder.
Are way too tanky, right? You're killing them too long.
Yep, this is the time to do it now. Daedalus is definitely the item they needed. And now Shat, nice man to dodge on the stun coming in from Shibe. Finally starts to hurt the Centaur. Mobe charging in, but Mobe is not really a soft target, but the TA might be. Escape back nicely placed down by Desire. Save Smiling Knight. He's going to force staff straight back to the low ground. Buyback coming in from Daze as well. They're going to have to make this one capitalize. The stun does connect onto TA. Smiling Knight going to be in trouble. Has to get away. Does they have another saving ability? Escape back still 8 seconds on cooldown, but the BKB keeps him alive, and Daze gets the blink in, but Smiling Knight gets out as well. He's got a trap placed down. The silent slow is there. 8 seconds for another blink in, and they're just going to force staff themselves to safety. Desire, both Smiling Knight are out, but OG still chasing, hoping to find someone, but it's too late now. Shad he's got first-hand experience on how long it takes to kill this Centaur, so he's telling his guys, no, not this guy, not this one. And now Shibe initiates on Kidaro. Only gets to throw out the Macropyre, and that's pretty much it. Shad's he's getting slowed down. Stormstormer also down to half. Gets the boat out. Does he get the run buff in time? He'll get it now, but will it be enough? The taunt on the Medusa. Medusa's doing no damage right now, and now finally gets the multi-shot up. It's on multiple heroes here. They're doing damage on Desire. Mixa will help with the backline. Shat will take the kill, but he's out of mana, and the Medusa out, and that should be pretty much it. This game is going to be over. This series is going to be over. AVULUS, this is the decisive blow that they deal. Still chasing Daze. OG not tapping out yet. They know that Medusa up in 60 seconds would give
moments here in the FISSURE Universe Episode 5 play-ins. It's just impossible for them after that fight. They gave it their all. They had the positioning, but
Mobe 3 hits down the Night Stalker support. Time to shine. You're not going to get a lot of second opportunities. This is probably your last defense. And look at the damage already dealt on the Bristle. They recognize they can actually kill this hero. Mobe eats the cheese, though. Daze is disrupting the backline. Ringmaster couldn't get a single spell off during that time. TA, Aegis might just be popping here. Stormstormer's trying to help him out, but Daze has been caught by the long-range shackles by Fly. And he's out for 50. Blink stun from Shibe into the backline. And OG's defense is crumbling as we speak. AVULUS will run them down. Force 3 buybacks. The melee racks to fall. Mega creeps. AVULUS could now reset and re-engage. But looks like they just want to stick around. They want to do it now. They're not waiting. They're not waiting any longer. They want to kick OG out of the play-in stage. Shad versus Smiling Knight right next to each other. Shibe didn't get the blink stun out, and Medusa out. That's it. That's it. GG. It is a sad moment, of course, for the OG fans, but for AVULUS, they rejoice. They still close this series out despite dropping game number 2 and stay alive to see another lower bracket series.
Despite this series, AVULUS still need to win one more best of 3 and a best of 5.